What is up, YouTube? That's here today. I'm back playing some more Pokemon VGC Reg I Wi-Fi battles. Today we're busting out the best meme team you're ever gonna see in Reg I. This is going to be Choice Scarf, Arena Trap, Diglett. You don't need Doug Trio. You actually need only Diglett for this combo to work, because what we're going to be doing here is we're using a 0 IV HP off a 10 base HP to outspeed our Shadow Rider with our Choice Scarf and go for just fat endeavors, dropping our opponent's HP to the user's HP, which is 70. So you've seen tech like this where people go for like turn 1 Ruinations or like Super Fangs. This drops things down to like the red on the first turn. You can also go for Fissures or a bunch of other things that you might want to use, but I really like this tech. I just remember this is supposed to be Rock Tomb, but Rock Tomb's also really good into the Shadow Rider mirror. But this is actually a really cool team. You basically get them into the red, finish them off with the Shadow Rider, get an as-one proc, and then sweep the game. We have other really cool tech on this team. We have like Disable on the Shadow Rider, Encore on like Eject button, bulky Whims. We have Raichu with Assault Vest, Feint, Upper Hand, bunch of cool tech on this. We have a standard Specs Miraidon, and we also have like an Encore Disable Screamtail. A bunch of really cool tech on this team. And I want you guys to notice, I'm giving you guys the rental. This is a team that I made. I made this team just for like a bit of memes. I uploaded some content with it on Twitter, and I'm sharing the rental with you guys. This one is not Patreon locked, so if you guys want to see more rentals made by me that aren't Patreon locked, you know, you might want to think about maybe showing support by dropping a sub. We're still trying to get to 50,000 subscribers on this channel. If you want to see more rental codes that aren't locked behind Patreon, we might be able to do stuff like that if we can actually get closer to that 50,000 subscriber goal. Guys, we're working really hard making a bunch of Reg I content. We're making team building, guys, daily Reg I videos. We're doing some tier lists, team fixing. So much cool stuff's coming for Reg I. I'd love to have you along for the journey. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into these games and send some people to the Shadow Realm and dump truck them with Big Diglett. Wish me luck. Here we go. Alright, Terapagos, Shadow Rider, Fake Out, Pivots. There's no dynamic speed control, so we don't really need to bring our Whims here. But I do think that, like, Diglett's really good. I think Diglett's, like, super good here. I do also like Shadow Rider. I like it a lot. I think Miraidon is usable, but, like, not great. I'll bring it, right? I'm not happy that we're bringing it, but it's fine. And then I'm trying to think, like, I guess Whims is okay. Whims is fine. I don't really need Whims. Like, Whims just has Encore, and can't really Encore that many things. I guess I'll just bring Screamtail this time. I think Screamtail's pretty decent against like Terapagos and Shadow Rider. Like, our Screamtail also has Ground Tera. That's so sick. So we can just like pair it next to Miraidon and just go for like discharges and stuff. Really cool stuff. There's so much tech in this team, right? This team has like unlimited levels of like outplay potential. And I want to see what they do with the Terapagos. I want to see how they play it. Let's see. Diglett ain't no slouch, bro. That's a really good lead. I'm going to try and... So, one cool thing about this lead for us is that Shadow Rider can't Tera, right? So he has to just soak the damage. And it's going to be sashed, right? So the way that we want to play around that is, honestly, probably just Terrastallize Diglett to block Fake Out. I actually think they could still just KO us with a Grassy Glide, even if we lose our weakness, because we have 0 IVs in HP. But let's see what happens. I'm going to go... probably Rock Tomb Astral. I think that's probably the safe play. And then it sucks I'm locked into Rock Tomb, but it's fine. I don't really need like any other sort of speed control, so we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna probably pivot the Diglett out for the Screamtail next turn anyways, and just come back in. You could say go for Stomping Tantrum, that can't miss, but like, I don't want to risk a speed tie here either. So that's one of the reasons why Rock Tomb is on the Diglett for almost specifically like this type of lead, like Fake Out lead plus Shadow Rider with Sash. And usually when a good tell that like they're using Sash Shadow Rider is that it's on a team with Terapagos. On Terapagos, that's usually Sash. So we got Ghost Tera Diglett, absolutely popping it off. Spooky little guy. They're not going to expect this thing to be so fast, right? Fake Out. Oh, I love it. And he didn't protect. Please don't miss your Rock Tomb. Let's go. Dude, absolutely bodied, bro. Dude, this guy got cooked so hard. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's a +1 right there. Nice. Alright, I'm trying to think of what else I need to do here. Is this going to force Terapagos? He's going to go for a Grassy Glide, I think. And I'm thinking about just protecting Shadow Rider. And if they want to go for Calm Mind, I'm pivoting in Screamtail, which then I can Encore. And if you're going for an Tera Starstorm, I'm pivoting in Screamtail, I'll eat it, and then I just disable it. Do you see how cool this team is? Oh, it's Ursh. El Scarfo, I see. What do I do against that? Pivot Miraidon? Yeah, that's fine. Does Shadow Rider die there? Do I care if Shadow Rider dies? You're scarfed. You're so scarfed. That should be a KO. If they Tera, it'll KO for sure. That's fine. We're gonna pivot in Miraidon then. And go for just an Astral out. I think they might even just go Grassy Glide plus Astral. If that's the case, the right play is actually Rock Tomb here to break your sash, or break your thing and just like let the Shadow Rider fold and then bring up Miraidon and repin. That's fine. I didn't need that Diglett anymore. Diglett did its job. Diglett's a hero. I could have pivoted in the Miraidon, right? I guess I could have pivoted in the Miraidon and blocked the Grass Glide anyways. So that's actually, that's a misplay. Because I just needed to block the damage into my Shadow Rider to maybe let Shadow Rider live. But that being said, Shadow Rider is going to live. And they decided not to go Tera, so they're saving everything for Terapagos in the back. And that should just be game. It is Scarf Ursh like we were talking about, but we're at +1 on the Shadow Rider. We're about to be at +2. We're going to come in with... I think I will come in with the Miraidon, because that just takes away the Rilla terrain, and basically this is going to force the Terapagos out. Terapagos is going to try and do stuff, and we're just going to be like, nah, fam. that ain't me, bro. I guess we could just come in with, like, Screamtail here, though, too. Like, Screamtail is not bad at all. We can just go double protect and, like, Encore disable stuff, but I think you just save the Screamtail in the back, because it's not like we can lose both our mons this turn. That's just game. Cool. Yeah, I just think Dazzle plus, like, Astral will take it. Or do I even need to Astral? I think I can probably just protect with my Calyrex and just, like... I almost want to say I can Draco here. Yeah, Screamtail should be able to get this W, but we'll see. I'm just going to Dazzle. Not really afraid of anything this guy actually has. I'll protect so I can disable the Terapagos. And if he Calm Minds and does whatever he has to protect, cool, that's absolutely fine. He's really sitting on that Tera too. Let's see how much damage you do. They didn't Tera Starstorm protect either, so this is actually bigger damage into the Rilla. Knockoff. Yeah, not letting that one happen, homie. That's not happening today. So we're gonna go Dark Pulse plus the Dazzle here. That should still be able to KO the Rilla, I think, even if you do Tera Starstorm. See what happens. Honestly, like, no matter what happens, if you... Oh, so they're going Tera here, right? They're going to go for the Tera Starstorm. They're going to kill the Shadow Rider. I'm going to come in with the Screamtail, and I'm just going to disable that move. And if you go Protect, I then Encore it. So it's like Screamtail is the ultimate check to Terapagos. Just like how Screamtail is really good with Terapagos, it's really good against Terapagos, too. Don't forget, we also have chances to flinch and stuff. So, let's see it. DP, baby! And the reason why I have Dark Pulse over, like, Psychic here is because we need to be able to hit things like Farigiraf and Indeedee a little better. Yeah, unfortunately, Miraidon doesn't get that KO, never lucky. But there shouldn't be a world where, like, we lose Miraidon here outside of, like, weird crits or something. Yeah, we're super fine. Even if you knock off, like, I don't really care. And then we just disable. High horsepower crit? Knock off, yeah, that's fine. Fake out, Grassy Glide, knock off, probably U-turn. And that's going to be game. He's like, ha, I can win. I can win. What's he think we have left? You think we have like Raichu back here, bro? It's like, you know what I got, bro. You know what's coming down the tube. It's going to be a slow game. But we got the wins. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they got like Earth Power or something. I don't know. But now that I'm no longer locked into Dazzle, like you knocked off my specs, I can just go for like just regular Electro Drift here. If I wanted to. I could also just like D-Gleam Electro. D-Gleam Draco would get the KO, but like I'll D-Gleam for one more turn and I will go for the disable. If you got Earth Power, you got Earth Power. I don't even know if that KOs Miraidon though, because you don't have any pluses. Like if you have Meteor Beam, you got Meteor Beam or something, but like disable do be popping. And we need to get that Rillaboom off the board. Tera Starstorm Dunzo. D-Gleam finishes off the Rilla. And low-key, I think Screamtail can like win this one, bro. I believe in you, Screamtail. I believe you can die. And that's game. We're just going to Encore it here. And Electro Drift out. GG's. Yo, this win brought to you by Diglett Gang. Brought to you by Diglett Gang. Diglett Gang busted. Turn 1 and done out here. Rilla Shadow Rider? Never heard of it, bro. Alright, I just want to say it's so refreshing being able to play this game on rank now instead of having to like wait to queue to see who we get on casual ladder. It's so nice. We see Zenta Miraidon with like Chi-Yu Flutter. Chi-Yu Flutter is a little bit problematic. I want to use my Diglett, but I think we need to play this one a little bit differently. So I want to go, so the way that this one works is we go Whims, and we go Shadow Rider, and then we go Diglett, and the Whims is going to Tailwind and probably get KO'd or just hit by something, and we get a free pivot into our Diglett or our Miraidon. That's kind of how this one works here. Hopefully the Raichu is doing enough in this team preview to keep the Miraidon, like, honest, and keep the hands honest. Like, Raichu's a good mon on this team, but, like, it's kind of just there for, like, weird upper hand shenanigans if, like, they have a lot of fake out pressure, which a guy kind of does, but, like, I don't need to break wide guards. It's like a Swiss Army knife that also, like, solidifies up our Miraidon mirror matchup. So, hopefully it's doing a lot of that work here. It's another mon that also gets, like, Encore and stuff like that if we want to go into, like, the potential for Encore. So we have, like, Fake Out, Feint, Upper Hand, and Nuzzle. It's a really, really cool mon, but it's just not really going to work in this exact situation. Maybe we'll use it in a little bit, but I do think the Raichu is a lot of fun. So Flutter Mane Whims. So we're trading Tailwinds. Do you think they're going to go Ghost Tera? Do I care? If you go Ghost Tera, you can't Tera your Miraidon, which means I just fold it with, like, my Miraidon if I save my Tera. That's fine. I'm actually just going to attack. I want to see what they do. There's two ways I could do this. I could go protect Shadow Rider and just rip an Encore into their Whims, right? And then they can't then re-Encore me. And then at the same time, if that Flutter were to then go for, like, something nutty like a Shadow Ball or something, we'd be able to, like, disable it and go for, like, normal Tera disable. I want to see if they go normal Tera. Very cool. Happy to see this. I think Dazzling Gleam is a good play here. And let's see how they want to play this, though. Here's the Tailwinds. So, like I said, we could have just ripped an Encore into him turn 1. Don't think we needed to. Trade Tailwinds. You're going to hit my Whims, and that's fine. Thunder Wave. Okay. That's fine too. All that, why would you go Fairy? Like, I guess, like, so you don't die to the Astral, but, like, bro, you could have got that. You could have done that. You could have stuck that Thunder Wave and then just went into something good, you know? Yeah, that's a lot of damage here. And now we can just Encore you into Thunder Wave. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. It's like, is it worth it? I don't know if that was worth it, bro. Widescreen. Go nuts, bro. I'm gonna Encore that too. You're winning. You've won 2 speed ties. Actually, your Whims is probably just faster than mine. It is. Yeah. So nice Thunder Wave. Congrats on your Thunder Wave. You earned it. That's your Wave of Thunders. Whims never lucky. Now I'm really slower than they are. And let's think about what we're doing here. I might just pivot out Whims, because we're not going to get any KOs here once we crit. Oh, cool. Actually, yeah, we would have killed the Whims. Cool. This is actually going, like, pretty well. That Flutter Mane is hot garbage, and we have a Diglett ready, willing, and able to just come out and be like, Miraidon, more like Miraidon. And now that they can't speed control anymore, we're in a really good spot with Whims. There's not that many things they can bring out. Chiu's, like, one of the only things. I could just fodder the Diglett, like, I think come back in and have value. Turns on Tailwind R2. Does Diglett have value into Chiu? They're so scarfed. I'm trying to think. What could Whims realistically... I could just try and protect. I'm going to try this. I'll try the protect. Ugh. Starting to get dicey. Pivots out Flutter Mane. Okay. Is this Zenta or Miraidon? It is Miraidon. Okay. Don't take this damage, bro. Don't take this the wrong way. Let's see. Nice. So good. So important. Perfect. Love that. Shadow Rider. You too? Snarl. Oof. Wow. Remember, there is also a light screen up. So there's a lot of dicey things going on here. And so they're locking into Snarl, which, like, that's... I actually don't care if they lock in Snarl. Like, Whims doesn't really care. I'd love to just be able to hit these, though. Let's go. That's so good. So good. We're at neutral right now. And there's a light screen, but look at that damage. That just sets up for us to come with Miraidon and just D-Weem out. That should just be game. We're going to get a free pivot there. So I think the right play here would be to try and double protect, because there's no way that we can get any of these other moves off. And if you just get the double protect, you just Tailwind away. And you're just going to try and protect here, but, like, it's not that important. Yeah, there's nothing to do here. Cool. Lucky me no Paras is kind of nice, right? And then Snarl. They show that they're scarfed because they're faster than the Miraidon, so I'm just going to be able to come in hot with my Miraidon. Fairy Tera. I'm going to soak the Snarl, but there's not that much they can really do about it. And then this is going to force me to come in with Diglett. Diglett, dig, Diglett, dig. Trio. 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 I think this Diglett's going to get OHKO by Snarl, dude. Next turn. Volt Switch. Oh! Does not affect. You, my friend, do not do damage very well. Tailwinds is petered out. Shadow Rider's not doing anything in this board anymore, but like, you have what in the back? Flutter Mane? Oh, I want this so bad. I'm going to lose both my Mons here, and then I'm going to be able to repim with those two. I mean, that's good. That's technically good enough. So I just got to hit the Tailwind. If I hit the Tailwind, I win, right? So that's fine. Does Diglett OHKO Chi-Yu? I think that it does. I think this KOs. Let's go. You can miss Snarls too. There's a lot of things that happen. Snarl hits. Oh, Diglett! He crit my Cali. At least he didn't crit the Diglett, bro. Oh my gosh, never lucky. Cool thing is that Miraidon is still locked into whatever move that is, Volt Switch, which is just not very good here. And so we're just going to go Fairy Tera Miraidon, just to resist the Snarl for the most part. And we're going to try and just win out this turn. There's still a Light Screen on the board, but the Chi-Yu damage shred is doing a lot of value into that Miraidon. So like we should be able to get the KO with Dazzling Gleam here, I think. Scarf Specs, Flutters Boosters gone. As long as we get a little bit lucky with this last Tailwind, I think we win. The right play for them could even be like pivot out Chi-Yu, but yeah, let's see it. Because you want to re-bring it back in, force my Tera, and then go for like just Heat Waves or Overheats. That would be how you could win. If like somehow I was able to like get crit or something. Like I need to get this Tailwind up. If I get the Tailwind up, I win. It looks like no one's pivoting. Alright. Let's go. I think I KO the Miraidon here. This is a full special attack Miraidon, right? Is a little guy. Yeah. There it is. Whew. So important. Yeah, now we outspeed the Chi-Yu. And even after one Snarl, we should just be able to stick the value here. Because Flutter's also not at full either. Like, this is going to do a lot. Perfect. And they're going to try and, like, Thunder Wave me probably with the Flutter, but, like, I don't care. Like, we have it. I can't believe Snarl OHKO'd by Diglett, bro. Oh my gosh. You guys like this sort of concept, right? You guys like this sort of stuff where we use like the weird anti-meta meme stuff. Like Diglett's not like a terrible mod. It has 95 base speed. 55 is good on like stab moves, like speed control, Fissure. We're gonna get this Endeavor Tech off eventually. Like, we're doing the best with what we have. And hopefully it's enough. There we go. Battle's canceled. Wins up. We're going to go to another game. I need to get this Endeavor Tech off. Like, someone needs to leave with, like, Farigiraf so I can just send him to the Shadow Realm, dude. I need to get this. All right, Groudon. A little bit of speed control from Torn. I'm trying to think of how I want to handle this. I think that, like, I think Whims and Shadow Rider are really good here. Hopefully I don't get, like, Trick Roomed by their Shadow Rider, right? That would really suck. I think those two are solid. I think you want to bring the Diglett for the pin on the Groudon in the midway game. It's also really good into Bolt. And then we honestly just should bring Miraidon, but at the same time, Miraidon kind of sucks here. I'm just trying to think, if I go Scream Tail, we have to do most of our winning with Shadow Rider, and if we take any damage, we're basically just pinned by Bolt. So that means actually I might just go Raichu here, just to be like, hey, Raging Bolt's a really good mom, but like I'm not getting Thunderclapped. That's awesome. Yeah, that works for me. Raichu's coming. Cool. Like, I'm not dealing with Thunderclap, bro. That's not something I want to deal with. And I guess Screamtail could have went like Protect, Disable, but I think Raichu like lets me pivot in, block the Thunderclap, fake out their teammate, and then just like double Astral, like just rip them to pieces. Like I really like that. We also have Upper Hand into the Brute Bonnet to stop Sucker Punch. We have Fake Out. We have Feint if they try to get cheeky. It feels so weird to bring Raichu to fight like Groudon, but that's the world that we live in here. And let's see if we can make Diglett work against the actual ground legendary. Diglett's my ground restricted, right? Let's see it. on Bolt. Dude, sounds like a job for Diglett, though, doesn't it, though? Do we need to do anything with this Whimsicott? Do I even need Tailwind here? That's a great question. I don't know if I do. I think I will Tailwind, because, like, I don't see why you wouldn't. And we're going to get a free pivot into our Diglett, most likely. You have Shadow already. I'll Tailwind. Like, I'll play the game. I mean, there's no reason to just Dazzle. I don't see a reason. Tailwind's ripping. Protect's good. And we're just trying to bring in Diglett safely. And then I'm probably going to nuke. I wonder who I'm going to go after. I think I want to go after the Groudon, but, like, we'll see. Bolt's probably... If Bolt's snarling, I'm going to go after Bolt. Because, like, Groudon could just miss P-Blades for days. God, I hope I don't get OHKO'd by, like, Raging Bolt, Snarl, boosted by Photosynthesis. That would suck. Alright, we can also just disable the Groudon right now. This is a good play. I don't need to go Diglett yet. Fake out pin the Groudon? Astral? Let's see if you're snarling. If you're snarling, I can just fake out that slot. Weather Ball. Whoa. Good thing I didn't go Diglett though, right? Raichu's gonna be able to eat that. Okay. I kind of like the fake out Bolt disable. We don't take any damage there. We take no damage from that turn. At all. There's not a single bit of damage that's taken. I'm gonna go for a read and fake out the Bolt. I don't want them to go protect Snarl. Again, I don't care if you want to go for like Precipice Blades miss forever. That's fine. Precipice Blades miss simulator is okay with me. This is great damage. Precipice Blades double hit, get the Raichu off the board. That's frustrating because now you're gonna. I could have went Tera, I guess. I should have Tera'd my Raichu that turn. That's a completely misplay from me. But like, we'll see what happens because now I get got by Thunderclap. Not yet, though. Yep. Diglett, carry me, bro. Get me out of this hole that I found myself in. Thunderclap, no. Stop it. Get some help, bro. Never lucky. And now they probably think we're going to disable their Thunderclap. Oh, they read the Heat Crash play. Good stuff from them. I mean, I could just disable the Thunderclap here, though. But like, we're in a really big hole. I don't see a way out of this one other than them massively messing up. They can't P-Blades. Yeah, honestly, we just have to full send the D-Gleam Astral and think that they think we're gonna disable, right? I think that's just the only out that I have. If you just Thunderclap, you win. And you misplayed. Cool. I think Whims gets this. I know you're AV, but I think we get this. We only have 68 points in special attack, but it's single target from a D-Gleam. So it's like a kind of weak Moonblast. Please go away. Oh, yes. Let's go. We still got shots here. We got +1 on the Shadow Rider. We still have our Tera, right? Tailwind peters out, but like the Tera's still here. So that's the thing that like is our saving grace here. I know you're gonna have Flutter, right? Your Shadow Rider there, yeah. Bonnet. Okay. You're just gonna sucker me, right? Trying to think if there's any lines here. I can go Protect and normal Tera block Astral, disable Sucker into then Encore you into Astral. Like that's my win con. Yeah, that's the only line that I have. You just pin me with Sucker. And if I just rip the disable onto it in a turn 1, that's great. This is going normal Tera to block their Astral. Yeah, let's see. And we're not losing our Whims yet, because we need to keep it alive just in case. So Protect on Whims is so good here. Yeah. Let's see it. Sucker, disabled. Oh, we're gaming now. I can't Encore lock it, because it's a dark type, but... Oh, it went perfectly, bro! Oh my gosh, that actually went so well. Wow. Wow. I still haven't won yet, though, because, like... I'm trying to think of how we even get out of this. Because if I Encore your Shadow Rider into Astral, I'm going to lose my Whims. I think the right play, I know this sounds really weird, I think I just have to win a speed tie and just try and pin out. Because, like, I actually need to stick this damage into your Fruit Bonnet. Because you can just, I can't lose my Shadow Rider to a Seed Bomb this turn. Protect, cool. I can Encore lock that if I have to. But, like, D-Gleam plus the +1 from the Astral here, like, we might be able to get this. At the very least, like, I got shots. Because, like, Brute Bonnet might not be able to do, like, any damage to Whims, realistically. Like, if you just have Seed Bomb, I can Encore your Shadow Rider here, and then just D-Gleam out until I win. I'm not even wrong. Like, when you do Spore, like, Body Press, cool. Body Press, that definitely is not hitting this Whims. I think we win. It's gonna take a while. And I gotta count my Encore turns right, but you can't Spore me. Sucker, like, Whims is really fat. Like, we should be fine right here. And there's, like, 3 D-Gleams finishes it. Like, D-Gleam's actually good here over Moonblast. Nice Protect, bro. If they get the double here, they get to eat a D-Gleam next turn. Oh, man, see, like, we're gaming. We're gaming. Oh, my gosh. You got, like, what do you got? You got anything? Body Press ain't it. Yeah, see, like, that just doesn't do anything. All right. 2 turns on the Encore. Wow. I mean, I had to play that a couple turns before with, like, the normal Tera and, like, the disable into the Sucker. They're going probably Water here just to make sure they don't take super effective damage. But I still think I can win, because now if you use the wrong move ever, I can just Encore it. So, like, if you ever use, I don't even know, like, Sucker, you know, I can Encore it and just, like, wait out. Yeah, this is going to take a long time. Actually, I might still lose. I don't know, man. I have no idea. It'd be really cool if I could get that Brute Bonnet. Once I get the Brute Bonnet off the board, I do win. I will say that. So as long as I can get the Brute Bonnet off the board in a timely fashion. There's a Protect. He has to get that. Can I get a high roll or something? That'd be really nice. Because that Shadow Rider should never have a chance to hit me again. It's also, like, I think it's 3rd or 4th Protect. I don't want them to PP out of Protects. Never lucky. Oh, that's too much. That's too much damage. That's a crit. You crit me. No, no. Okay, so, like, I'm trying to think of the move here. You're going to go Body Press into Sucker. That's the win con here. You're going to click Astral and Body Press. So I have to click Encore. But if I made a read on you protecting just to, like, bait my Encore and I Dazzling, I would just win the game. Encore. Yeah, that's the right play. Dang it, dude, I had that! You crit me! You crit me, bro! I'm so sad. You crit me. Yeah, never lucky. Never lucky, bro. I played so well. Alright, Brute Bonnet Revenge Tour. Let's see. This team looks like it actually wants to go TR against mine. It doesn't even really want to go Tailwind. So that being said, what do we need to do to play around that? Diglett honestly just slaps here so hard. It does. It really does. I think I'm going to go Diglett. Oh my gosh, am I really going to go Diglett and Whims? Because if I Fissure and D-Gleam and you TR, if I pivot in my Miraidon and just Encore you back, I win. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Gotta hit Fissure. Easy Fissure, bro. Fissure price twice as nice. All those mons get fissured. I can win in 4 turns. Dude, this guy's not ready. This guy's not ready for this. And we can go, like, if you win, like, Roaring Moon, I can just go Tailwind, Fissure the Roaring Moon, stop the Tailwind there, right? And then if you Trick Room with the, like, Lunala teammate, I just, like I said, pivot in the Miraidon, take away the side terrain if you did ever happen to lose side terrain in any situation, and just Encore the TR right back. Easy peasy. Roaring Moon all cool, that works. I think you go after the Roaring Moon. I know that sounds, like, blasphemous, but I think you go after the Roaring Moon. That's a cool looking lead, by the way, like, the aesthetics. Alright. This is so funny that this is gonna work. Da-da-da dump truck. Here we go. Dump it on, bro. Oh, dude. What's a god to a non-believer? And I know it's gonna hit. I know it's gonna hit. It's just one of those days. This guy, he knows too. He knows something's weird. You can pivot out the Lunala, but you also can't pivot out Roaring Moon. Because Arena Trap. So here's the Tailwind. No protects. That's fine. And... ah, never lucky. Never lucky. I'm going to get a second turn in a sec, though. Knockoff. Oof. Cool. You know what happened? No Tailwind happened. No Tailwind happened. Worked for me. It's fine with me. Meteor Beam. Cool. No TR happened there either. Huh. Weird. Very weird. What do I want to come in with here? Whims is going to get a pivot out if I want. Yeah, I love that too. Awesome. So D-Gleam's actually still really good in the Roaring Moon. I'm gonna make a read. I think you're gonna pivot out Roaring Moon for Indity. And then Tera the Lunala. That's just what I think. I know that that sounds terrible that that's what I think. That's what I think. You could honestly just wide guard, but like... I think you're pivoting out for Indity to take away my steroid, and I think you're going to get Tera Water, which is why this is still the right play. You're really thinking about that Tera Water play. You're like, I'm going to Tera Water! You know? Because that's the Tera that would be on that team if it's built on the same team with Roaring Moon. You'd have Tera Water on the Lunala instead of Fairy, I think. Looks more like Fairy Tera, or Water Tera than Fairy Tera. There's the Roaring Moon. Show me Indity. Incineroar, same thing. It was just a defensive pivot, right? Just a defensive pivot, just a flesh wound. Alright. You got wide guard? If you got wide guard, you're still eating an Electro Drift in the mouth. Ooh, protect. Whoa, good protect. Great protect. Love that protect. So protect Meteor Beam, Moongeist expanding. There's no TR. Really important to know. And another thing to note is that Roaring Moon does not have... what is that move? It doesn't have its booster anymore. It's a crit. Wow, that's a bulky and synth. It's probably AV, actually, now that we look at it. That's why you also felt so confident swapping it in. I think we're in a good spot here, though. You're going to fake out my Miraidon. And... how much do I care about that? Okay. Here's your Tera, obviously. Even if you go Fairy Tera, I still think this is fine, because we just need to break Shadow Shield, and we might as well try and get a flinch. There's that water. I told you guys it was water. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys about that water Tera? I know a couple things. I've been around the block a little bit. Fake out. I can't stop that. I don't have Ghost Tera. I don't think. No, I'm kidding. Can I get a flinch to make up for this? There it is. Gaming. Absolute gaming. Oh, he's... oh, that was Miraidon that flinched. Damn. Unlucky. Great play from our opponent. honestly, the only play that we have here is pivot in here, condition protect Lunala on their instant parting shotting one of these Mons, and then we can go for an Encore. That's the only out I see. I don't even think that's terrible. Like, if you knock off the Shadow Rider slot, like, that's fine. If I can connect to your Lunala, it's gone, bro. There it is. If you don't kill this Shadow Rider slot, which is a Whims, if you're parting shotting into Roaring Moon, I'm gonna be able to Encore lock that. Damn. Unlucky. Damn, that just would have clocked Sash. That wouldn't even been good. That doesn't even get you anything. That's so weird. All right. I don't know if I can wait out the TR correctly. But that being said, I need to get the Lunala off the board, but I don't know if I have to. I think what I'm gonna do is this. This is gonna look so weird, but I think if I can get away with normal Tera to block a Moongeist Beam, Astral, Electro Drift, get the Incin off the board, and we just win the game off that turn, that's gonna be really good tempo-wise for me. They should just go into the Miraidon, but like, we'll see how this one works. Protect, Meteor Beam, has to be Expanding Force and Moongeist, right? Has to. So no wide. Oh, sorry, it's Trick Room. There's a move that they're cutting on that Lunala. See, I'm not taking the bait into it anymore. There's no reason to over-respect that Lunala anymore. Roaring Moon, ripping in on an Astral. Incin's going to go down this turn. I wonder if they're going to Parting Shot. If they Parting Shot and bring out the Lunala, that's so funny. I wonder how much damage Roaring Moon also takes from Astral. If it's a 2-shot or a 3-shot. Alright. Yeah. So we're basically at neutral now since we have specs. If you come in with Lunala, it's gone. And then you're going to come back out with Incin, get another fake out pin. We'll just protect the Shadow Rider who hasn't even lost its sash yet. And then we're getting really close to waiting out this Trick Room. Then they're going to tail one the last turn. Okay, that's a good pivot. I don't know if you can eat both these though. That's a Photosynthesis boost. We're gonna have to nuke that guy next turn, since like in the Trick Room he's getting a speed boost. This is still so dicey though, right? I don't think he was expecting us to go into that slot. That's just too much damage, even at neutral. Wow, big damage. Perfect. Koraidon. Crit on Roaring Moon. Okay, so that thing is fat. Okay. And Shinso fake out Flare Blitz parting, so we don't even know if we can actually. The fact that it didn't knock off the Shadow Rider and it Flare Blitzed it means like I don't actually think this guy has good lines into the Miraidon that's left. Lunala doesn't have any good lines into it. Like, what are you gonna do? Moongeist Beam? Like, you haven't Moongeist Beamed yet. If your moveset is like Fate Protect, which he shows Protect, showed TR, showed Meteor Beam, it's gonna be Moongeist, which means like you can't really hit this Shadow Rider, I don't think. With the Lunala, you can charge Meteor Beams, you know? So that means if I just preserve the Lunala, I win. And so this is going to make me think a lot about the next couple turns. If Protect is happening, and I don't care if you hit the Miraidon, I'm stuck using Electro Drift, but I'm thinking, who is the right target? It's Roaring Moon, I think. You're gonna fake out the Whims, but fake out the Miraidon, but I cannot let you. Yeah, great, love that for me. Side Parting Shot his own Roaring Moon. Okay. Okay. That's weird. This is just great damage. Well, I don't know why you wouldn't do that to the Miraidon. Like, I don't have Protect. You know that I don't. That's the thing, is like, you know that I don't. Try to U-turn there. Into his own Lunala to bring back out the Incineroar fake out pin. That's a cool tech, I guess. You could have just hit the Miraidon though with that first parting. U-turn, knockoff, I'm assuming Tailwind. So they actually like don't have the good lines into Shadow Rider. Like, this is just a free Astral. And another thing that kind of sucks is Miraidon also doesn't have a lot of last turn Trick Room. All right, so we're gonna go for an Astral here, and we're running out of Electro Drifts. That is actually something that's really problematic. There's no reason to go for the Electro Drift into the Miraidon, because they're probably going. If they want to attack with Incident Flare Blitz and actually do something, they have to be Flare Blitzing, right? They're trying to burn me right now. That's the thing. Okay, a lot of recoil. There's the Moongeist beaming around him, but it doesn't KO, right, at all. It's a lot of damage, but not enough. Big damage from the Incin. I don't need to take the Lunala off the board, because Lunala doesn't do anything to Shadow Rider. We got the crit. I'll take it. I'll just rip a free Astral into this Lunala. We take those. We're gaming out here, man. It's not an easy game. Let's go. Oh, yeah! That's what I'm talking about. I'll take a +1 and done. That should just be game. That should be game. I don't know if, like, if they have Breaking Swipe, I guess they can still win. But, we'll see. Dimensions return to normal. If we can just wait out the sun, Shadow Rider wins. So the way I'm going to look at this is... Well, we'll see what happens. They can't both Tailwind to, like, wait everything out and, like, outvalue the Miraidon, I don't think. Alright, let's see it. They have U-turn, knockoff, turns on sun are 2. Oh, I didn't know there were 2 turns on sun. Okay, if there are 2 turns on sun, how does that change things? If I just full send both my attacks, and you KO my Shadow Rider, and then you KO my Miraidon, I lose. So that means I have to protect here, hope that you don't just attack my Miraidon. There's no way you attack Miraidon here. Unless, because if you did, though... Oh my gosh, I'm just going to protect, screw it. Like, I hate this. I hate this is my life, but I'm making this play. Nah, this is too passive. I don't like this. Even if I win, I'm gonna feel lame. I win, but like, I think that like if you always hit Miraidon, I don't know if Shadow Rider could get that KO. So maybe they were doing the right play. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Did I make the right play here? I did make the right play because now all I have to do is go Electro Drift plus Astral. Or sorry, Electro Drift plus, that should be game, right? Yeah, because you still have to hit the Cali and then the Miraidon hits. And if you can't go something weird like, yeah, actually the right play is just to double protect, honestly. Just to try and get it. And then have Electro finish this off. Doesn't matter. Like, if you hit that slot, you hit that slot. And if you're Tailwinding here to stop that, the Electro Drift should just be able to KO, right? And the only way we lose here is if they're left at, like, 1, and then they protect out our last, whatever move, but, like, the sun's gone, so, like, Struggle would still get the KO. So we win. But let me know if you think that turn a couple turns ago where I protected Cali was the right play. I think that it's dicey, but we take those wins. We did it. We did take those wins. That was a long game, bro. And I got folded early and I didn't quit. I stuck to my guns. And we held strong. But we still have to use the Diglett thing. We haven't got a chance to use the Diglett thing yet. And I'm not leaving until we do. Dozo, Tatsu, and all the like. Is that Scarf Ogre? Maybe. I like these two here, actually. I think this is a good lead. I think Diglett and Shadow Rider are just really good here. I also don't mind Miraidon. Miraidon can force Dozo Teras. And if Dozo wants to go Tera, well then Dozo just like hard loses to Scream Tail in my honest opinion. No, there's no reason to ever go Whimsicott here. Is there though? Let me think about that. Weezing is always going to be a presence on the board. I'm going to go Scream Tail. Scream Tail could probably eat like 1 move. And Scream Tail, like I said, if they were going to the Dozo mode, you just pivot in the Scream Tail, and that's it. You just lock them out. Awesome. And one of the really cool things about Diglett is Arena Trap. They can't pivot, right? So if they lead like into the Shadow Rider, they can't pivot in the Weezing. Like, that's just the board, right? So I really, really like Diglett here. I think this is going to be the game that we can get it to work here. And if the Dozo wants to get cute, man, Diglett's going to go for the Endeavor D's, bro. I outspeed your ogre, okay? I outspeed you. I outrank you, Kyogre. Let's see it, bro. Let's see it. Let's go. Let's go. I hope they don't trick me with that entity. I think I have to let it happen. And if they go follow me, I'll just break the entity. Like, it won't break it, but is it gonna do a lot, right? Bro, don't make me click this. Nah, I'm clicking the move. There's no way. No way, bro. Get out of here. Follow me? You're not gonna follow me in front of a Shadow Rider? Stop it. Get some help, bro. You could protect Trick Room. I'd be really sad. Here's a Tera on the first turn. Diglett outspeeds you, right? Diglett has the speed. It's a 95 base speed, jolly, like, cooker. You can be El Scarfo. It's okay. Actually, I don't want you to be El Scarfo, but, like, follow me? Nope. Oh, yes! Value! Look at that damage. He is Scarf, too! But, and Diglett's gonna go down here. We're gonna get that KO on the Kyogre here. Let's go. Am I gonna get, like, Shadow Balled? Dude, we got the Endeavor, bro! That's so funny. And then they're probably Trick Rooming us and trying to pull with Dozo, right? Right. So that's a +1 right there. Hope I don't get Shadow Balled. That's what I'm kind of worried about, is Shadow Ball here. That's our Tera down too, so like Miraidon just checks Dozo. Heal Pulse! No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no, Bruce. Okay, so then what's the play here? I think Miraidon just comes in and wins, but I'm trying to look at this like objectively. What's the best play? I think the best play would be Scream Tail here. And go flip on a normal Tera and just, like, probably Encore the NDD and just Astral out, even though I know that they're sashed. That's probably the best play. But then again, Miraidon would just be fine there too. I like the Miraidon, because Miraidon just says no to the Dozo too. And then you just, if they do go something weird, you're going to just Encore punish. I like that, because this is still enough damage to break the entity. And this says no to Scyther. They can't Expanding Force. Like, I really like that I can just flip on a normal Tera here and be like, nope. Nope. Yeah. So Dark Pulse. I'm going to Dark Pulse the entity. And I think I'm just going to Dazzle. Ultra Drift's good though, too. No, I like the Dazzle. Let's go. And then if for some reason I lose the speed tie and you Psychic me, I can just come in with Scream Tail and then like Encore disable that, maybe. We're seeing what we have in the back. Shadow Rider was better than Scream Tail. Or sorry, Miraidon was better than Scream Tail here. The value of saving your Tera past the first turn of the game has been seen. There's the follow me. Cool, he's gonna get Encored. And I think they're trying, I think that's fine. Like, they're not Encore, why'd I say that? They did get the Astral first. They won the speed tie. And that's why we have normal Tera. Sucks that Miraidon has to take this damage, but like, I think it's okay. The last Mon is Wheezing here. Have fun with that, buddy. Have fun with that Wheezing. Wheezing team gets absolutely folded by Diglett? Like, wait, what? Wheezing team gets folded, bent over backwards by Diglett? Couldn't be. Could be, though. Yeah, I love that. That's so much damage. Awesome. Alright, and we just Dark Pulse there. We get a little bit cute here, but then we're just going to repin and then pin with Electro Drift. We got it. Yo, we get the Diglett thing. We did the Diglett thing. The Endeavor into the Astral. They tried to go for the Heal Pulse. Like, it worked. It worked. This guy tried to cheese us with, like, Wheezing Dozo shenanigans, and we're like, you can't cheese the Cheese Master, right? That's this team, guys. Hopefully you guys like this video, guys. Remember, we're trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. We're getting a few subscribers every single day. We're actually still on track to get to 50,000 before the end of the year. But if you're not subscribed, think about dropping a sub on the channel. We're making daily Reg I content. We're making some tier lists. We got team building guides. Got a bunch of really cool stuff coming your way for Reg I. This Diglett team is the example of the type of really cool content you're going to see on this channel. So if you guys like this, you want to see more stuff like this, please think about dropping the sub. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And other than that, peace out. I'll see you guys next time.